Get ready for the morning rush. A quick wrap up of your news and weather. We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. We'll begin with our next big weather maker for today. Just a handful of showers likely up across the north and the eastern portions of our state. Not a lot when it comes to the storm coverage today, but as we get into tomorrow, you'll notice a huge uptick in the coverage and intensity of these showers and storms, especially across the eastern plains. Fernanda?
Thanks, Kristen. As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories. We start with Catherine Mazzone.
Fernanda, local law enforcement is wrapping up a busy holiday weekend today. APD arrested 7 people at a DWI checkpoint Saturday night, according to its Twitter page. That's out of a total 470 people who passed through it. New Mexico State Police say they were out in force too. These are photos posted on their Twitter page Saturday. This time last year, New Mexico had already lost 72 people in alcohol-related crashes. Back to you.
The community is coming together to plan a proper memorial for a child and her mother killed in a murder-suicide. A final goodbye for Ni Win and her mother, Cam To, is set for tomorrow evening at Manzano Mesa Park. Organizers say they hope this vigil will help raise awareness on domestic and child abuse. Organizers say there will be monks coming out to prayer in the culture. They will also be planning a funeral in Albuquerque sometime next week. Coming up in the 5 Packs, how else the family will honor the pair. Fernanda?
All right, Sarah, the trial for the man accused of killing a police officer is set to begin tomorrow. Police say Andrew Romero shot and killed Rio Rancho police officer Greg Nigel Benner during a traffic stop on Memorial Day last year. Investigators say he and his girlfriend Tabitha Littles were looking for robbery targets at the time. As part of a plea, she will testify against Romero. Jury selection is set for tomorrow in Los Lunas. Happening now, Albuquerque police are searching for whoever shot and killed a man in southeast Albuquerque Saturday night. It happened in the 7-Eleven parking lot at San Mateo and Catherine. The name of the man is not being released until his family is notified. In the meantime, APD says their suspect is a Hispanic man, 5'2" to 5'5", thin and bald. An Albuquerque woman is behind bars accused of desecrating a memorial for APD officer Daniel Webster. He was shot at Walgreens on Central and Eubank last year. In April, a permanent memorial was put there for him. Investigators say 40-year-old Jennifer Ott vandalized it Saturday. She's now facing charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. An investigation is underway today after a plane crash in northern New Mexico. It happened yesterday morning on Highway 197 just west of Cuba. The Sandoval County Fire Department says the plane was headed to Colorado from Austin when the pilot was forced to make an emergency landing. The plane's 2 passengers walked away with only minor injuries. New this morning, U.S. soccer star Megan Rapinoe knelt during the national anthem on last night before the Seattle Reign played the Chicago Red Stars. Rapinoe says she did it in support of NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick has refused to stand for the anthem to protest racial injustice on minority oppression. On Thursday in San Diego, Kaepernick and safety Eric Reed kneeled during the anthem before the start of the game against the Chargers. The Zika virus could be a threat to some of the world's most vulnerable regions. A new study finds parts of Africa and the Asia-Pacific region have mosquitoes capable of carrying Zika, which has led to severe birth defects. The study says India, China, the Philippines, and Indonesia may be among the countries at greatest risk of an outbreak. New research shows certain parts of the brains of wine experts are bigger. A doctor at a Cleveland clinic did brain scans on 13 sommeliers and 13 non-experts as they smelled wines. In the brains of the experts, certain parts were more developed. Doctors say they could mean they're more protected from Alzheimer's.
All right, our Metro Threat Index for today only added 2. I think we're going to be lucky to see rain, if anything, and I know a lot of us with the outdoor planes don't even want it. So low chance for rain, but the winds, I think breezy to windy conditions, those winds will get us this afternoon into this evening. You see there the target time from about noon time to later this evening. We'll start to feel those winds pick up about 15 to 25 miles per hour, wind gusts closer to about 25 to 30. Rain chances looking better, though, later this week. Fernanda?
I locked up everything in the garage and I packed a go bag. And I'm ready.
The threat of Tropical Storm Hermine for some along the East Coast looms today. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has already declared a state of emergency in several counties in the state. While the storm surge isn't forecast to be as bad as originally feared, the deadly storm could still hit parts of the East Coast with coastal flooding, dangerous rip currents, and beach erosion. President Obama is in China attending the annual G20 Economic Summit today. Yesterday, the president downplayed concerns over his somewhat tense arrival to the country, blaming it on U.S. demands for better press access. While in the region, Mr. Obama will try to reach agreements on curbing carbon emissions and ending Syria's bloody civil war. And on the campaign trail, the 2016 presidential candidates have their focus on critical swing states as they enter the final stretch of the campaign season. Hillary Clinton travels to Cleveland and the Quad Cities. Donald Trump also rallies in Ohio while continuing to take aim at Clinton's use of a private email server during her time as Secretary of State. A Labor Day weekend win for Libertarian presidential nominee Gary Johnson. Johnson's candidacy has received the endorsement of the Richmond Times-Dispatch. The paper's editorial board has endorsed Republican candidates in every presidential election for the past 36 years. In an editorial, the paper said both Trump and Clinton lack the proper character traits to be president. A new piece of art now sits in place of a once iconic Albuquerque mural. Drivers exiting lead off I-25 have noticed the Pac-Man mural for years. Workers at that warehouse commissioned the piece, but last week it was vandalized when a man tagged his name all over it. An artist transformed that canvas yesterday, and the mural now sports a painting of Mario and Princess Peach. Kristen?
Time now for a check on traffic. I know a lot of us taking the day off today for the Labor Day holiday, so shouldn't be too bad out there this morning. We are seeing a little bit of a slow up. Paseo del Norte between I-25 and Ventura, and those are in the eastbound lanes. Also I-25 southbound just past Rio Bravo, looking a little slow. But other than that, no major accidents. Looking like a clean and green drive for your Monday morning commute. Fernanda?
All right, with social media on the rise, Albuquerque music teacher Karen Cunningham says she's starting to feel like she's losing touch with her students. She says music is one of the things that stabilizes her from the rest of her life. Cunningham and her students are now getting ready for an informal concert at the mall next month at Coronado Center as a way to remind people of the effects that music can have. And happening today, you can join in on some free Labor Day fun celebrations. The Central New Mexico Labor Council is hosting their 8th annual Labor Day picnic starting at 11 this morning. There will be fun, food, and entertainment at T-Way Park. If you're interested, the council is inviting you to wear a union t-shirt. The picnic ends at 2.
All right, time now for the 5 facts you need to know before you go this morning.
All right, at number 5, one of the oldest operating schools in the state is closing its doors at the end of the school year. After more than 80 years, San Antonio school community members are remembering the historic building. The plan is to convert the old schoolhouse into a community center. The city will still use the gym for local events. At number 4, community members are getting ready for a final goodbye to Ni Nguyen and her mother. The 11-year-old and her mother were killed last week by Trinh Tran Van in a murder-suicide. Organizers hope the vigil will help raise awareness on domestic and child abuse, and a funeral is planned in Albuquerque sometime next week. Preparations are also being made to send both of their bodies back to Vietnam.
At number 3, another warm afternoon, breezy to windy with spotty to scattered showers found across north and northeast.
At number 2, jury selection is planned to begin tomorrow in Los Lunas for the trial of the man accused of killing a police officer. Police say Andrew Romero shot and killed Rio Rancho police officer Greg Nigel Benner during a traffic stop on Memorial Day last year. Investigators say he and his girlfriend were looking for robbery targets at the time. The trial is set to begin sometime next week. And at number 1 this morning, funeral preparations are underway for Alamogordo police officer Clint Corvinas, and they're set for this Saturday at 10 a.m. at NMSU in Alamogordo.
All right, we have a lot more coming up on the other side. We'll see you then.